GMNA uses artificial intelligence for generated speech, visuals, and production. AI-generated content may contain errors. Please verify important information before making decisions or taking action.
Good evening, Wildwood. Phase Roman 2 beach replenishment is underway, and today's forecast promises warm temperatures and moderate surf for our shores. Traffic is clear, and the boardwalk's new electric tram cars are already turning heads. City Council also approved a $5 million funding request for the project. Over to you, Jake.
America 250 will host a public lecture tonight at the Wildwood Community Center on the Battle of Turtle Gut Inlet, featuring historians from the local museum.
The lecture begins at 7 p.m., runs approximately 90 minutes, and admission is free for all residents with a valid Wildwood library card.
Complimentary coffee and light snacks will be served during intermission, and the presentation will be streamed live on the city's official website for later viewing.
We've got a full morning ahead, so let's get started with the news and keep you informed as we go. Good evening, Wildwood. Phase 2 of the Wildwood Beach Replenishment Project is set to begin tomorrow as the Cape May County Department of Public Works and its contractors start laying sand along the shoreline. The effort will move roughly 1.5 million cubic yards of sand onto the coast, a continuation of the work launched in Phase 1 earlier this year. County officials say the added material is intended to slow erosion and boost beach quality for the upcoming summer season. The initiative forms part of an ongoing coastal protection program aimed at preserving Wildwood's shoreline against rising tides and storm damage. Project leaders expect the operation to run for several weeks, with trucks and machinery working continuously to distribute the sand across the most vulnerable sections of the beach. Residents can expect a wider, more resilient shoreline as the work progresses through the peak vacation period.
Today's forecast along the Jersey Shore calls for warm temperatures and moderate surf, according to the NJ 101.5 weather team. Expect daytime highs in the mid-70s with gentle breezes brushing the sand. Wave heights are expected to range between 3 and 4 feet, offering solid but manageable conditions for surfers and safe play for swimmers. The tide will rise steadily through the afternoon, reaching a mid-afternoon high that should keep the water inviting. UV levels are projected to be elevated, so sunscreen and shade are advisable for anyone spending extended time on the beach. The forecast also notes a slight chance of isolated showers late in the evening, though any rain should be brief. Residents planning a day at Wildwood or nearby bays can count on pleasant weather and surf that's suitable for both beginners and seasoned riders.
The body of a young man who vanished while boogie boarding on the Jersey Shore was recovered early Sunday near the intersection of 72nd Street in Sea Isle City. Ocean City Police, assisted by New Jersey State Police and Cape May County prosecutors, concluded a coordinated multi-agency search that began after the swimmer was reported missing on June 19th. Officials confirmed the remains were found in the Atlantic waters off Sea Isle City on June 19th, and the discovery was announced today. Divers from the state police located the remains after 3 days of sonar sweeps and shoreline searches. The Ocean City Police Department will coordinate with the prosecutor's office to inform the family and finish the autopsy. While authorities see no indication of foul play, they reiterated standard safety advisories for swimmers.
Today, the Ocean City Council received a planning agency report that recommends redeveloping the former Wonderland amusement park site along the boardwalk. Officials say the vacant lot has been flagged as a priority for new development to breathe fresh life into the historic waterfront and attract more visitors. The study highlights how a mixed-use project could create retail, dining, and possibly housing, while also smoothing traffic flow during peak summer weeks. Council members are expected to review the findings at their next session, with the aim of moving toward a public-private partnership. Proponents estimate the project could generate several thousand jobs and boost seasonal revenue for hotels and restaurants. Nearby Wildwood businesses are watching closely, as changes to the boardwalk could shift tourist patterns across the shore. The council's decision could set the tone for future investments along New Jersey's coastal corridor.
South Jersey Transportation Authority announced today that Atlantic City International Airport will receive a new incentive package aimed at attracting additional airlines. The move follows Spirit Airlines' recent decision to cease operations at the facility, leaving a gap in service for passengers traveling to and from the region. Officials said the incentives are designed to encourage carriers to launch new routes, expanding flight options for both Wildwood visitors and local residents. The authority hopes the strategy will quickly restore the airport's connectivity and boost tourism during the upcoming summer season. airport managers will work closely with interested airlines to finalize agreements, with the goal of having new services in place before the peak travel period begins. Transportation leaders emphasize that restoring service is critical for maintaining the airport's role in regional connectivity, especially as summer travel demand rises. Airlines have a few weeks to reply. Coming up, we'll break down the Council's 5 million beach replenishment plan and safety briefing, plus more local news. We will be right back.
If you run a venue, a comedy night, a concert, a fundraiser, you already know the hardest part isn't the show. It's selling the seats. Theaterfiller changes that. In minutes, you're set up with your own ticketing page, QR code delivery, and a door scanner. No technical headaches, no middleman taking a cut of your night. Your event, your tickets, your revenue. Go to theaterfiller.com and fill every seat.
Welcome back, everyone. We've got the top headlines ready, then we'll jump straight into the local stories segment with Jake.
Wildwood City Council convened Tuesday at City Hall to outline its budget priorities ahead of the summer tourist surge. The agenda features a request for $5 million to launch Phase 2 of the beach replenishment project, aimed at reinforcing shoreline protection before the Barefoot Country Music Fest arrives. Council members will also receive a public safety briefing covering recent beach patrol updates and emergency response protocols. A design review of the new community center will be examined, alongside plans to upgrade lighting along the boardwalk to deter crime and improve nighttime visibility. Finally, officials discussed a targeted tourism promotion campaign to attract visitors throughout the season. The comprehensive package reflects the Council's focus on safeguarding the coast, enhancing public amenities, and supporting local businesses as the town prepares for a busy summer.
Wildwood's Convention Center will host the Barefoot Country Music Fest from June 19 through 22. Organizers say the 4-day event will showcase country stars including Kelsey Ballerini and Luke Bryan, drawing an estimated 30,000 visitors. The festival, now a staple of the town's summer calendar, aims to bring extra tourism and revenue to local businesses. Attendees can expect multiple stages, food vendors, and family-friendly activities spread across the center's halls and surrounding parking areas. Hotel rooms and restaurants have already reported higher bookings as the dates approach, and traffic officials plan additional parking guidance to accommodate the crowds. Local artisans will also display handmade crafts near the main entrance, offering shoppers a chance to take home unique souvenirs. Residents will see a lively atmosphere downtown, with the music echoing through the streets each evening, adding a festive boost to the community's summer rhythm.
3 brand new electric Volvo tramcars are joining Wildwood's Boardwalk's historic fleet, a move the City Council approved on May 8th. The sleek, zero-emission vehicles, funded with $250,000, will roll into service by July, giving riders a quiet, green ride while keeping the classic boardwalk feel. Officials say the addition is the latest step in a broader effort to modernize boardwalk transportation, aiming to cut emissions without sacrificing the nostalgic charm that locals and visitors love. The new trams will run alongside the older wooden cars, offering a smoother ride on hot summer days and a quieter passage for those strolling the promenade. With the rollout set for early summer, Wildwood's residents can look forward to a cleaner, quieter way to travel the length of the boardwalk.
Now let's get a quick look at today's shoreline weather with our meteorologist.
Tonight's weather wraps up the day with a gentle overcast and a chance of light rain. On this day in history, Wildwood saw its hottest temperature reach 95 degrees back in 2025. That blistering high came during an early summer heat wave that pushed neighboring towns into the low 100 range. On the opposite side of the scale, the coldest reading was 49 degrees set in 2021, a surprise snap that arrived with a lingering cold front in early June. Those extremes sit well above the normal June high of around 79 degrees and well below the typical low of about 62 degrees, reminding us how variable our summer can be. Right now the sky is overcast and the temperature sits at 72 degrees with a humidity of 93%. A gentle breeze blows from the west at about 7 miles per hour, keeping the air feeling calm. As the evening moves forward, a light rain will drift in around 7 o'clock, bringing a brief cool down. The UV index remains at 7, so if you're stepping outside early, a light sunscreen is still wise. Winds will peak at 9 miles per hour from the west later this hour, but remain gentle overall. There are no active weather alerts, so you can enjoy your plans without any special precautions. Let's now look ahead to the next 5 days. Looking at the next 5 days, Wednesday brings a clear sky and a high near 82 degrees with a low around 61 degrees, perfect for an evening walk. Thursday shifts back to overcast, holding a high of 79 degrees and a low of 63 degrees, so expect a mild night. Friday stays overcast with a high of 77 degrees and a low of 72 degrees, and a 30% chance of rain later in the day. Saturday mirrors Friday's overcast feel, also at 77 degrees high and a low of 70 degrees, with another 30% rain window. Finally, Sunday rounds out the stretch with a high of 75 degrees, a low of 68 degrees, and a light overcast sky with a 25% chance of rain. A light jacket and an umbrella will keep you comfortable.
Stay tuned for traffic updates, a spotlight on the Pig Dog Beach Bar nomination, and a look at Noah Kate's grades. We will be right back.
If you run a venue, a comedy night, a concert, a fundraiser, you already know the hardest part isn't the show. It's selling the seats. Theaterfiller changes that. In minutes, you're set up with your own ticketing page, QR code delivery, and a door scanner. No technical headaches, no middleman taking a cut of your night. Your event, your tickets, your revenue. Go to theaterfiller.com and fill every seat.
All the major routes through Wildwood are running clear this afternoon. Route 1, Route 22, and the Garden State Parkway show steady speeds and no delays. The boardwalk-adjacent streets, including Ocean Avenue and Central Avenue, are flowing freely, so commuters can stick to their usual routes. No accidents, construction, or traffic backups have been reported at this time. Transit is also on schedule, with the local bus lines and the seasonal trolley operating without interruption. Looking ahead, the evening rush typically builds after 6 o'clock, so drivers should expect a gradual increase in volume on the coastal corridors as the day winds down. Keep an eye on the highway signs for any sudden changes, but for now, your commute should be smooth. Temperatures are mild and no rain is in the forecast, keeping road surfaces dry and traction good. Stay tuned for any updates as the afternoon progresses.
First up, Wildwood Friday night fireworks will light the boardwalk this Friday, kicking off a summer series that runs through September, a perfect excuse to gather friends and family for a splash of color. And tomorrow, the Miss North Wildwood Community Ambassador Ceremony will name the town's new ambassador, a fun glimpse of local pride. Tonight, the free Wildwood Movies in the Plaza returns to Bayan Plaza, offering a classic film under the stars as part of a summer series that runs until August 25. If you're looking for a dose of history, the America 250 lecture on the Battle of Turtle Gut Inlet is happening today in Wildwood, giving a vivid glimpse of a local Revolutionary War clash. And for something truly unique, the Wildwood National Marbles Tournament is underway now, where the nation's best competitors roll for glory in a sport you won't want to miss. That's your quick look at today's highlights. And now here's Luke with sports.
Here's the latest on Philadelphia's teams and what Wildwood fans should watch. Broad Street Hockey notes that Flyers center Noah Cates completed his fourth NHL season delivering steady, defensively responsible play. Though often under the radar, he posted career-high production and rounded out his skill set, solidifying his role as a key component of Philadelphia's forward group. Bleeding Green Nation reports that Eagles wide receiver Devonta Smith recently exchanged vows, marrying MYA Danielle in a black and white ceremony. The celebration was highlighted by intimate moments captured during the off-season minicamp in Philadelphia, marking a personal milestone for the star receiver. Broad Street Hockey questions the logic of a potential Flyers acquisition of defenseman Bowen Byram, suggesting the club may be chasing upgrades prematurely. General manager Danny Briere is reportedly contacting other NHL front offices, but analysts advise patience until a truly fitting target emerges. Phillies Nation notes that despite a loss to Washington, the club saw a bright side in rookie Alan Rangel's first start in a new rotation role. Rangel contributed solid innings, giving the organization optimism about his development moving forward. Broad Street Hockey highlights June 23rd as a historic date for Flyers activity, noting the team's reputation for bold moves. While names like Cam York are mentioned as unlikely trade candidates, the outlet also references the recent preseason schedule release and ongoing draft discussions. Phillies Nation reports that the club named its opening starter for the Washington series, opting for a rotation that does not include Andrew Painter. The announcement, made Monday night, outlines the pitching staff's plan as the team seeks consistency early in the season.
Pig Dog Beach Bar on the Boardwalk is turning heads this summer. It's the place where summer comes alive for locals and visitors alike. The family-run spot, famous for its sunrise cocktails and locally sourced seafood, has just earned a nomination in USA Today's 10 Best Readers' Choice Best Beach Bar for 2026. That nod spotlights the bar's lively music, surf-side patio, and menu that celebrates Wildwood's fishermen. With the nomination, we expect a surge of visitors, giving the boardwalk a fresh burst of energy and supporting nearby vendors. For many longtime residents, Pig Dog is more than a place to grab a drink. It's the gathering spot where summer memories are made and the heart of our coastal community beats a little louder. Up next, we'll celebrate the upcoming Barefoot Country Music Fest, drawing 30,000 fans to Wildwood's shores. Stay tuned.
If you run a venue, a comedy night, a concert, a fundraiser, you already know the hardest part isn't the show. It's selling the seats. Theaterfiller changes that. In minutes, you're set up with your own ticketing page, QR code delivery, and a door scanner. No technical headaches. No middleman taking a cut of your night. Your event, your tickets, your revenue. Go to theaterfiller.com and fill every seat.
On the bustling boardwalk of the Wildwoods, families are strolling beneath the morning sun, the salty breeze tugging at their hats as they head for the stretch of sand that has just been named the top free beach in New Jersey for the third year in a row. The announcement from USA Today's 10 Best Readers' Choice Awards sparked spontaneous applause from locals gathered at the historic Seacrest Pavilion, where City Council member Maria Delgado raised an orange banner that read, "Our beaches, our pride." Children in bucket hats chased the tide, their laughter echoing as a little boy carefully placed a smooth shell into a towering sandcastle, his mother filming the moment on a camera. Nearby, a longtime surf shop owner handed out complimentary lemonade, smiling at the stream of friends who have made these shores a weekend ritual for generations. The community's response has already turned into plans for a weekend of picnics, music, and a friendly sandcastle contest to celebrate the honor. It's a simple reminder that when we come together, the shared joy of a free beach feels like a treasured gift for all of us.
On a bright summer morning, the boardwalk at Wildwood hums with a familiar, playful buzz. Families stretch out on colorful blankets, kids clutch tiny glass spheres, and the scent of salt air mingles with popcorn. At the heart of it all, the historic National Marbles Tournament returns for its 103 RD edition, drawing participants from toddlers to seasoned veterans who have been rolling marbles here for decades. A weathered wooden table, scarred by years of friendly competition, becomes the arena. 8-year-old Maya steadies her hand, eyes fixed on the gleaming marble she's been polishing for weeks, while beside her, 80-year-old Harold, who won his first match in the 60s, offers a quiet nod of encouragement. The crowd leans in as the marbles clack across the smooth board, a cascade of tiny echoes that feels like a shared heartbeat. When Maya's marble rolls perfectly into the center ring, the crowd erupts in cheers, and Harold lifts her up in a gentle hug, his grin saying that the joy of the game never ages. It's a reminder that tradition lives on in every laugh, every roll, and every hand that reaches out to support the next generation.
Thank you, Wildwood, for joining us on the local sunset. Tonight's highlight was the debut of the electric Volvo tram cars rolling onto the boardwalk, a bright step for our community. We appreciate your partnership and look forward to bringing you more stories tomorrow. Stay safe and see you then.